In this video, you guys will learn how to level up your weapons the fastest way possible without needing to play any multiplayer. We're going to cover two different ways of actually getting XP, but there is a method to combine them both to make it officially the fastest way to level up your weapons. Anyways, let's get right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now we're going to get started by talking about plunder, and there's actually two ways to get fast weapon XP. Both of these ways are super simple. The first way is supply run grinding. To get started, you would drop onto a helicopter, be the first one there, get in, and you immediately get to work on supply run contracts. Now the great thing about these is that every time you do them, they give 500 weapon XP. But what's even better is that with a helicopter, they're extremely quick to do. You can get lucky and do one within 30 seconds. Most of them are going to take about 60 seconds to complete. And a lot of times you don't even have to get out of the helicopter to complete them. You could just dunk the helicopter on top, or if you're in like a car or a vehicle or something like that, you could just drive by it. And the thing is, even though you're inside the vehicle, as long as you have the weapon out that you want to get leveled up, it will give the weapon XP from the contract to that weapon. So in a lot of these examples here, I'm using the bullfrog, but I still have the bullfrog equipped while I'm in the helicopter, and it'll give me the XP towards the bullfrog. The only hard part about this method is that you have to land on the helicopter before anyone else, which can be a little difficult. And while you're in the helicopter, depending on how the lobby is, some people are going to try to be toxic and just shoot at your helicopter for no reason. And because of these reasons, I would recommend going for a helicopter that's very, very distant from the flight path. And I would also recommend running a trophy system. What you can do with this is you can actually put it in the back seat, or if you have enough time, you could put the trophy system on top of the helicopter, like right on top of the rotor. Now let's talk about numbers and how fast you can get XP from doing the supply run method. If you get in a helicopter and you're able to do supply runs without being blown up, you could do generally about 10 to 12 contracts per game, depending on how long it goes. If you're doing 10 to 12 contracts per game, this can net you anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 total weapon XP. So overall, not bad. Again, it's pretty brainless. The only effort you actually have to put out is getting the helicopter at the beginning. Other than that, it's really easy. Now, the second way of getting fast weapon XP is just dropping hot and going for kills. If you spend most of the game either at Superstore or around Storage Town, you can net about 15 kills per game, right? Like, I'd say anyone high skill or low skill can pretty much get 15 kills a game on average. Now, regarding weapon XP, the numbers go a bit different for kills. You get three different types of XP. You get 25 for an assist, 275 for a normal kill, and then if it's a team wipe, you get 450. So even if it's just one player, that counts as a team wipe kill. And a lot of the times, people solo queue in plunder, so you can get easy team wipes one after another. With that being said, if you're hanging around the Storage Town area and you get 15 kills per game, you can get yourself anywhere from 4,000 XP all the way up to about 6,700 XP. Overall, not a bad strategy. Land storage and just get straight to killing until the game is over. Pretty good XP. But here is what a lot of YouTubers don't mention or don't talk about to get you faster XP. Earlier, I mentioned combining both of these methods to get more XP, and so that's what I'm going to talk about. You can get much faster weapon XP by just grabbing a friend or anyone else who's trying to level up their guns in Warzone. And how you would do this is you have either you or your friend go in the helicopter and do the supply runs, while the other person in the party goes and gets their kills, as many as possible. After that game, you would take turns and switch roles. You could do this with 2 people, 4 people, doesn't really matter. But the reason why this is fast is that when a contract is completed, it gives the cash and all the XP to the entire team. And it doesn't split it, it just gives it to the entire team. So the people who are on the ground getting the kills, not only are they getting the weapon XP from the kills, but they're also getting the contract XP. They're maximizing XP by having both ways work at once. Meanwhile, the person in the air is just doing one way, which are the contracts. However, to keep it fair, like I said, switch roles after the game is done. And of course, don't forget to put a double weapon XP token on. From what I know, these tokens actually do stack with event XP. So for example, we just passed a double weapon XP weekend. This token will actually stack with that event. So from what I've heard, you're getting quadruple the amount of XP instead of just double. On that thought, I wanted to talk about other methods for getting weapon XP and why I didn't list them in this video. So an interesting way of farming weapon XP is that people will take advantage of an infinitely respawning contract that's on the train. It's very simple. There's a recon thing in the middle. You pick it up, you do the recon, you wait an extra minute, and the recon will respawn. If you have a perfect run, you do the recons the whole game, you don't die, you can get about 10 to 12 contracts done per game. Basically the same as getting a helicopter and doing supply runs. In my experience, I tried a couple of games of this, and playing solo was very frustrating. Recons take a lot longer to do when it's just you, and when you're against the entire lobby trying to get on the train. I would get sniped from buildings, I would get pushed by vehicles, people jumping on the front or the back of the train. I would have to go up against entire teams, basically. If you're playing with a group, I could see how this method would be nice, but still, if you're playing in a group, the stacked method that I mentioned before is still going to be faster. And then the second method that I saw was a guy loaded up into solo battle royale. He got in a truck and he did supply runs. He managed to do, I think, about 12 or 13 in a match. And then using the double XP token and the double weapon XP weekend, he was able to get a gun from level 1 to 31 in a match, which is pretty impressive. Now, the problems I see with this is that for higher skill players or more sweatier lobbies, it's kind of difficult to get the loadout. Not so difficult, but what's more difficult is staying alive in a truck the entire time, visiting buy station to buy station. Even if you have a trophy system on top, it won't protect you against bullets while you're in the truck or at the buy station. For that reason, I didn't include it in this video either. And with all that, I am gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. Hope it was valuable to you. Now, just one quick shout before I go. If you guys have any questions or just want to talk Warzone, you're more than welcome to join my Discord. It's something that we use every day to just talk, post memes, and discuss video games. So if you're interested, the invite link is in the description. My name is Wetzel, and until next time, peace.